Hi students, welcome to LTX classes. This is me SPR. Today we're going to see about geographical concepts by me SPR. What is geographical concept? What is it required for your examination means if you're preparing for UPSC examinations. This concept oriented learning brings you more subjects and also makes you learn mostly in the prelims and mains perspective of learning and understanding the topics and understanding the subject in a clear manner. So today we're going to see about the topical why earth is not a perfect sphere. You know, earth is a circular shape, but if you are considering earth it is not a perfect sphere, then what is the shape of the earth? So now we're going to understand clearly what is the shape of the earth and what is the things related to it, and also facts and that will be asked in the UPSC related to this content, and also which you must be understanding for here and several things. And also here I'll be saying some topics regarding the mountains that will make you more clear about the so-called the concept that I'm going to explain today. Okay, if not as perfect a sphere, what is the shape of the earth? So what will be the shape of the earth? Earth shape is oblate. Okay, oblate ellipsoid. So what is the shape of the earth? Oblate ellipsoid. Now the confusion arises, what is this oblate ellipsoid and how does that look like and how it had formed and everything, all the doubts arise in your mind. I'll make it clear with a clear cut understanding. Before that you need to see a few images that I provide for you for the basic understanding. Okay guys, okay, see here, what is actually oblate ellipsoid? Yeah, see here, the stone, it looks a circular in shape. Yeah, it is round color. But also if you are considering other view here, see here, let me zoom it out. You can see the north to south. You must compare this to the earth. This is not a earth, but you need to think it to the earth. North south, if you are considering, this polar end is a little flat and this equator is a little bulge. So this type of shape is called as oblate. So now you know what is oblate shape. This is the shape that resembles the earth. You can see if you are considering a yes earth, see here, let me draw the circle and make you understand the things. So here this is a perfect circular shape, but earth is not a perfect circular shape. Let me draw it clear. Okay students, I got the perfect shape. So now you will be understanding clearly what is the circular shape or spherical shape and what is this so-called oblate shape. See here, this so-called, this black color is a perfect sphere and the red color is earth, which means earth is not this much flat, but I'm providing an example because we cannot perfectly represent anything through the drawings in the board here. See here, the equator has a little bulge. So equator has a little bulge towards external sides, and also this polar has a flat surfaces. Now this is what happened in the earth shape. Okay, how does this can be interpreted for your examinations and these things we can understand one more thing. And also first of all, before going into that, we can say what is the reason behind it. So why earth is in a different shape, and also what is the proof of it. So if you want a proof, you need to consider some values that will provide the exact proof of that so called oblate ellipsoid shape. So for that proof you need to understand the earth north to south a distance, and also the distance between the east to west, the distance in the equator, and also distance between the poles. If you consider the distance, then you will get the clarification. So pole to pole, if you are considering pole to pole, the distance between the pole to pole, which means north and south pole distance of the earth, it is around 12,714 kilometers. So this is the distance from north to south pole. And if you are considering the distance between the equator, which means the equator sides, the distance equatorial diameter, you can consider this as equatorial diameter. So here I write it as equatorial diameter. Equatorial diameter, it is around 12,756 kilometers. So we can find that the poles are a little less in diameter compared to the equator, which means it is around 42 kilometers less. So this itself proved that there is a difference between the shape of the earth, which is not a perfect spherical in shape. And also now we shall understand why. Let me explain why. So we know it is not a perfect shape and it is a oblate ellipsoid shape, and also now we understand why this is happening. If you come to the question why, first of all, centrifugal force. The centrifugal force of the earth, okay, centrifugal force. Now you need to understand what is this centrifugal force. If you ever enjoyed in your childhood tying a rock to the thread, which means a long thread or cloth that will be tied with the stone at the bottom, and you just rotate it. So you rotate it further, rotate and leave, then it will go outside. So in the same way, something rotating. So if something keeps on rotating, the centrifugal force is applicable in washing machines and also many other places. And also here, see here, it rotates, and one moment there will be a force acting to push this away from the circle. So that force that is acting to push it away from the circle is called as the centrifugal force. Now you would have understood what is this centrifugal force. And also if you want to experience this in your childhood, you had played holding, if two persons, so let me give an example, two persons holding their hands and rotating. Do you ever played that? So if you are not played that, you won't understand this, holding both the hands and circling. So that is more famous in India. So here we famously do it. So here, after circling, if one of the person leave the hand, so other person will be moving away from the circle. The path they were rotating, from that they will be moving away. So everything is happening to move away from the circle. The force acting on it is considered as the so called centrifugal force. So similarly, the centrifugal force of earth is due to, why centrifugal force of the earth is due to rotation of the earth. So okay, rotation of earth, the rotation of the earth causes so called centrifugal force. And also there is a centripetal force also acting. Okay, centripetal force is acting on earth. So the centripetal force of earth is mostly gravity. Okay, gravity is a force that acting to keep the materials on the earth and all the living beings and all the things keeping on the surface of the earth, so that only earth is some sort of a spherical or a closed spherical shape, circular shape. Why it is because of the force that is attracting towards the earth. So because of these forces, earth is in this shape. So and also why it is spherical means, it is a reason because of, why is it is circular means centripetal force. Why it is bulged and the equator means, the reason is because of centrifugal force acting near the equatorial region. So this in equatorial region there will be a force acting, so that is because of the rotation of the earth that will be pushing the uh, part to be bulged. And also there are more tidal forces also. Remember this tidal forces. So tidal forces are caused by so called sun and earth, sun and moon. Sun and moon also causes the so called tidal forces, which also show a little bulge. So these are all the main factors that are acting regarding the earth. Next, let me show the image. Here you can see here north pole, this is a small semi minor axis. Near equator, this is a semi major axis. So here this is length a bit more, so it is called as the major axis. This length is little less, so this is considered as the minor axis. And also here you can see the distance, polar distance I had provided and equatorial distance I had provided, where the distance varies, and difference would be 42 kilometers. Now you would have had one clarity in this. So if you had a clarity in this subject, I will be telling you another topic which is related to this topic. There is a question. Let me ask you a question. Just question yourself. If you know the answer, that's well and good. If you don't know, then you must listen the class and need to understand. See here, from center. Understand this question. This will help you in learning more. From center of earth. From the center of earth, which is the highest point? Which is the highest point? Which is the highest point on earth? So here, this is the question that I had asked you. So this question is related to this topic, so that I am explaining in this in detail. Here, highest point on earth means everybody thinks that Mount Everest is the highest point, which is the highest peak on the earth, which is located in the Nepal and Tibetan region. So you will be blindly saying that, okay, this is Mount Everest, but the answer is false. If you ever know the answer, then that is well and good. So but the answer here is Chimborazo. Okay, Chimborazo. Okay, Chimborazo Mountains. So Chimborazo Mountain peak is the highest point on the earth when you are calculating from the center of the earth. So here you will be getting the answer based on the concept that I had explained over. Okay. Okay, now how it happened, why is it so, everything I'll be explaining in detail. See here, Mount Everest. Now let me say Mount Everest is the highest peak. So is the highest peak. So highest peak. Okay, it is the highest peak on earth. Okay, this is the highest peak on earth. Okay, everybody is satisfied and happy. But how? It is based on the mean sea level. So the Mount Everest is highest peak on earth. It is comparatively based on the mean sea level. So this is based on the mean sea level. The calculation is based on the mean sea level. But when you come to Chimborazo, so where is this Mount Chimborazo? So Mount Chimborazo is present in the, Chimborazo is a part of Ecuador. So it is in a country called Ecuador, and also this is part of South America, Andes Mountains. This is a part of South America, Andes Mountains. Okay, when you are dealing with mountains, we'll be explaining in detail everything of about so-called Chimborazo and all the details. So no issues, we'll be looking over that. But now here let's understand the simple thing. Mount Chimborazo is located here. So when you are comparing Mount Chimborazo, let me explain that here with one more image that will make you more and more clear. Yeah, this is it guys. Here actually from the center of the earth, from where you are calculating, from center of the earth, Mount Everest is located somewhere here, somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here Mount Everest. So let me take such this. Yeah, here Mount Everest is located. This is around 28. See here, 28 degrees north. So this is the location of the Mount Everest. Okay, Mount Everest. But where is the location of the so-called Chimborazo? Chimborazo is just 1 degree south, 1 degree south of equator. Here is the location of so-called Chimborazo mountain, which is closest place to the equator. So Chimborazo is located closest place to the equator here. Okay, this is Chimborazo. Chimborazo. Now you understand, when you are calculating from the so-called surface of the earth, what is the actual height of the, let me write it down here. Why this pen is not getting selected? 1 second. So here, if you are calculating Mount Everest, actual height is 8,848. This Mount Chimborazo actual height is 6,263 meters. This is in meters, this is in meters. But now when you are calculating from the surface of the earth, this Chimborazo will be having more than plus 2,000 and approximately, okay, approximately 2 kilometers plus advantage. Okay, there will be a 2 kilometers plus, which means it will be more higher. And also here not 2 kilometers, it is not exact value, but there will be a higher from the center of the earth, so that only this Chimborazo will be more higher than the so-called equator, 2 kilometers more than Everest. So this will be 2 kilometers more than the Everest. So make it clear, more than the Everest, this will be 2 kilometers higher. So that, and also this will be the highest point on the earth from the center of the earth. If you are calculating the distance from the center of the earth, this will be the highest point. Now you had a clarity about it. Now I need to, as you had learned this subject, I need to say one more thing also here. So now UPSC will be confusing you in this manner. So if they ask the question, as I had mentioned here, if the question was asked similarly, then you should not answer the so-called Mount Everest, but most of the students go for Mount Everest, and that will be the wrong choice. And here only with the mean sea level, Mount Everest is the tallest. Okay, Mount Everest is the tallest only with the mean sea level. But when you are comparing with the center of the earth, with center of earth, so Mount Chimborazo is the highest point on the earth, or farthest point from the center of the earth. And next there is a one more confusion. See here, from, if you consider from base to peak, from base to peak, if you are considering from the base to peak, which is the highest mountain, which is highest mountain, okay, which is highest mountain, both of the answers are wrong. So here from base to peak consideration, Mauna Kea, okay, Mauna Kea mountain, it is part of the Pacific. Okay, it is part of the Pacific Ocean. So this is called as the highest peak on earth. What will be the height of it? Its height is more than, I don't remember exact value, let me tell you. It is 10,204 meters. Yeah, this is right, 10,204 meters. But let me make you clear why it is this difference here. If you are considering this is the surface or a base of the ocean here, Mount Everest is located like this. Mount Kea is located like this. See here, if you are considering this as the ocean base, this will be the mean sea level. So if you are considering this as a mean sea level, so most of the part of the so-called Mauna Kea Mountains, okay, Mauna Kea mountain is mostly submerged under the water. See here, you can see most of the part is submerged under water, only little space, which means some sort of 4,000 meters, 4,400 something meters, okay, 4,400 as such. You can approximate value I am providing 4,400, such only more than the sea level. Remaining part is beneath the ocean, so that only it is part of the Hawaii Islands, you see, no, it is part of the Hawaii Islands. So that only if any question asked from base to peak, which is the highest peak, means that is Mauna Kea. See here, there is a twisted concept in the geography. Geography is such a beautiful concept that you know everything as a right, but you will make everything as a wrong. So how it happens means you need to understand the concept in a clear manner, and also you need to read question carefully. Here, see here, if the question is asked based on the mean sea level, then Mount Everest is the right answer. If the question is asked from the center of the earth, then Mount Everest is wrong. Chimborazo is the right answer. If they ask from the base to peak, then the answer will be Mauna Kea. Okay, Mauna Kea. This is the right way to answer the question. See here, the beauty of physics is, sorry, not physics, beauty of geography is this thing. So here, let me show you. As I had said, the shape of the earth. So with the shape of the earth, understanding this subject only, you will come to know the Chimborazo concept. Otherwise, if you read multiple times or multiple sources, you won't understand why this Chimborazo has become the highest peak of the earth from the center of the earth. Okay, so highest farthest place on the earth from the center. So you won't get understanding. So that only when I said this concept, I had provided this also. And also thank you guys, thanks for watching. If you like the video, give a like button and also comment for more updates. And also thank you, thanks for watching. This is me, SPR, signing off. Have a nice day.